You feel me? It's a little better than last time. It's just, I really just got this shit hanging up here, so. It's a little better. Dark Gang, what up? Shout out to my threes out there. We finna get into this 2K23 my career. Shout out to the Thoink lovers. Shout out to my Thoinkers out there. Shout out to all my Thoinkers, man. We know how to get them Thoinks right, you feel me? Get them Thoinks right. That's how you twist a wood, though, you hear me? That's how you twist a wood. Anyway, we finna get to it. We're gonna skip the practice today. Hold up, what the progression on? I got 3,000. I'll wait till I get some more. Alright, play next game against the Pistons.
The first My Team Unlimited game day is in the books for NBA 2K23, and it was action-packed.
I need to turn my
Welcome to the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament. I'm your host today, Alexis Morgan.
Alexis was hosting the event following all
of
the action,
shit.
And here are some of the highlights.
Game day 1. This is when everyone's.
I honestly don't even know if y'all heard nothing I said.
Go up against each other. They compete, and we finally get to see like.
I don't know. Does the mic? Does the camera have a Does the camera have a what's the name on it? A microphone?
What's up, guys? I am Tyler DeBosch, known as Ty Debo in the community. For me, what gives me kind of my biggest advantage is probably my mindset and just, being able to
shit, I guess you do. I'm
the one, the only, Mr. Scotty Barnes. I heard that you are open to challenging Ty Debo.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that. That's the competition I want. I'm trying to go against the top player. Like, I'm ready for that.
You're not ducking any smoke. I love that.
There are 3 more game days left for you to qualify. So get your practice in and be ready to go for November 26th. You all brought some amazing plays to Season 1. But now, it's time to choose the top play of the season.
You voted over the last 4 weeks, and it comes down to these final 4. Now, whoever you choose will not only receive some extra VC, they will also be in the running for top play of the year. So this is huge.
Yeah, it's not to be taken lightly. So here is PA announcer for the Miami Heat, Michael Biamonte, with your finalists.
Hey everyone, this is Michael Biamonte, public address announcer for your Miami Heat!
Wow!
I'm returning this week as we vote for the top play of Season 1. Let's meet your finalists.
Stop your shits, man.
100,000 VC.
What is that, a Newport 300?
From episode 3, Token Market 1 put up 3 blocks and proved the value of elite rim protection. Option B is Aomir in one-on-one action with the unstoppable self-lob across the lane. Are you kidding me? Your top assist was
Motherfucker gonna die behind this shit.
Passing up 1 lob to create some double trouble. And your top drive was Rod 3-Flame, shaking down every defender, stealing their lunch money, driving coast to coast. So which play deserves 100,000 VC and a chance to compete for top play of the year? Pick your Season 1 winner now. Does your play have the heat to make it in?
Feel me? I'm over here tweaking with it. Yeah, I'm over here speaking with the E.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Durant, and Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's the kid, and it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. The Nets working the ball.
Y'all niggas fucking suck.
Here's Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I wish Kyrie sometimes would just dribble out the 24-second shot clock. It's so fun to watch him on the
I ain't gonna front though. I be having games where I do good. Some of them fucking up.
Down low. Here's Bagley.
Bitch ass nigga. I couldn't be in the NBA. Nigga dunk on me.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft.
I'm gonna
Either.
talk
Obviously,
cash
he
shit.
can when necessary, but not that time. And he gets it to go.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
I ain't gonna front. Like 2 games ago, I was doing my thing. I had like 5 steals.
To the rim there sets the tone
You know, I had 7.
game like this.
Now, here's Ivy. His last outing, he had 24 points.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And after that trade request this summer,
Yo, anybody know how
a Brooklyn Net? The offers weren't enough to move
like
the
switch
needle,
up your dunks?
and the
Cause this nigga
decision
be
was
doing
made
like just
to
some boring
run it
ass
back. One thing's for sure,
basic
when
shit.
you've
I
got
seen it
KD,
coming.
You've got a
That
chance.
shit happened to me.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Give me the ball, yo stupid ass.
Here's the kid.
Held it too
Outside
long.
with his three.
See, that's what I mean by fucking up.
Lucky he was off.
Here's Bay. And he uses the
Ain't no
glass on
way
the
in
lane.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
To the middle. Here's Claxton. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws. He's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Pass to Bay. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Different look here for Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and it's Bogdanovic.
But they're gonna take me out the game because this bitch had to try. And the weird shit is my overall is better than this nigga shit. But he like to dunk. He drive. Shoot from 3. My 3-point 8-5. I be missing like that. Inside. He better inside mid range. I got a better 3-pointer. He got better rebounds. I'm gonna boost all my shit to on.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Thomas is out there with Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's the kid at the 5. Home in the paint. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
What was that?
Well, the kid in his last game against the Raptors.
How was that a rebound? That was an air ball.
He ended up with 8 points, and he was a force on defense. Came up with a lot of steals. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered.
Come on, man. They ain't even let my ball pop up.
See what he can bring to the table
What type of fuck ass shit is that?
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
Nets leading by 5.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward is efficiency.
They be cheating. Get your ugly ass out the fucking way.
Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages.
Crazy part is I couldn't even see that shit.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Outside Durant. Diallo against Irving. Charity stripe shot, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Irving. KD's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And Simmons kicks to Durant. Here's the kid. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid.
It's your girl, maybe, and I'm at Hair Queen LA. We got all the wigs for y'all everywhere, all over the world.
Fuck on the screen. They be on some bullshit,
and the crisp
man.
passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Passes it to Diallo. Now here's Bay. Back to Diallo. And the shot is long.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Simmons. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot
You drew a foul, yo, good. Yeah.
Walking triple-double. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Noel. Bogdanovich comes in for Marvin Bagley. Ivy's checked in for Diallo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And Simmons drops them both.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Right side Curry. Back to Simmons. Launches it. And the Nets miss again. Pistons trailed by 7. Outside Joseph. There's the pass to Duran. From the left block. Over to the left wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Ben Simmons.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Nets leading by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. That free throw missing.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
Kay Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. And the Nets making a change.
I don't know what you making. What you making.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more.
Let's make something.
What's up, Zone?
Today we got a Philly cheesesteak pie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Philly. Come on.
And we'll be back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. Running the wings, they'll go with Ivy and Bale. Nerlens Noel is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Shot clock at 5. Here's KD. Great touch on the 16-footer. KD's got 6.
You talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
On the wing, Irving. Here's the kid. He's covered by Noel. Here's the kid. They grabbed their own miss. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
It's good. And that's now 6 points for the kid.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Cunningham passes to Bay. Now here's Ivy, covered by Irving. Noel dishes to Cunningham. Over Simmons. Cunningham's shot is off. Nets leading by 12. And Brent, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. Missing the playoffs over the recent stretch. Not what this franchise is really used to.
No, they've only made the postseason twice in the last 13 seasons. And, of course, in the early part of the century, they rattled off 8 straight appearances, including that championship in 2004 that upset the Lakers. So still looking for a return to relevance. There's so much rarity in a wing or big guard like Cade to have that kind of vision. He's special.
It's Durant on the wing. Nets passing it around.
Fucking dumbass.
Claxton the pass to the kid. From outside the arc.
Man, they just
rebounded by the Pistons.
Fuck out me. They do not want to let me make a
Jazz
shot.
coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight home for the...
Man, go ahead.
Pass to Cunningham.
This nigga funny. This nigga be tripping, man.
Back to Bay. Now
see, man, y'all fuck, man.
Bagley punishing the defense that time.
Here's Simmons. It's a 10-point game. Outside Irving. Over Ivy. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Pistons decide to take their first time.
I'm not doing that this slow. I'm not even doing that.
Timeout right here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
For the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Noel. Bogdanovich comes in for City.
Crazy.
Pistons trail by 20. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Ben Simmons is out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's the kid. And it's Claxton in at the center position. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. Simmons against Cunningham. Banked in off the glass.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Ivy. Bay with it. Defended by Durant. The feed to Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. Think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line, and we see guys elevated in that element.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ivy. Fires the 3. That shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The kid passes to Claxton. And that one, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
To the inside, Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
Just keep going.
Oh, what an impressive triple drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
And he gets the basket. Officials.
Man.
That's all I'm just asking.
Blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line.
All right.
It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanović. That's good from Durant.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline.
They don't want to give me my good shot contestant.
Irving passes to the kid. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Shoots from the line and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Two shots. Foul.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group.
Get off me, man. I tried to pass the ball.
Brooklyn,
they tweaking.
Is checked in for
They gonna make
Thomas comes in for
it was only
and Edmund Sumner's
y'all
subbed
seen
in for
this shit.
Simmons. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And the shot goes down.
Goofy.
And Matador defense,
steal the ball.
That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
I'm gonna steal the ball again.
Knocks the pass to Durant. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. Being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Knox, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Sign of maturation here is Knox showing ways in which he can draw fouls.
At the line for Detroit, Kevin Knox, the second, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
I know what the fuck I'm doing, hype. Yeah, you talk about.
I'm bringing it back to Japan. Yeah. 上がる夢を見てるいつも通り開けて飲んでる水のように遠くにいたら渋谷出てて地図を読むニューヨーク帰ったら普通のアジア人に戻る英語何もわかりません俺の女は過去口洋服ほとんど中国から今から
I'm gonna do the flashy passes and I'm gonna do the motherfucking
アルバム終わったらあとすぐ国出る I'm a check 滑らか with the flow Everybody on the flow どこでも出身 Everybody 欲しい人いるから僕ポケットの中パスポート見つかるわけないよ Yeah 英語わかりません英語わかりませんアジアメリカ人英語わかりません宮地稼ぐダラ I put back in the yen 英語も忘れちゃった I'm bringing it back to Japan 英語わかりません英語わかりませんアジアメリカ人英語わかりません宮地稼ぐダラ I put it back in the yen
skipping the motherfucking practice, man. Fuck that shit.
Congratulations to everyone who qualified in the My Team Unlimited tournament after the first game day.
We'll be watching your progress, and for those who didn't make it, hope is not lost because we have 3 more chances to qualify.
That's right, and this tournament is so amazing. You see the best players competing around the world, and it's honestly life-changing, Alexis.
It's definitely life-changing, $250,000 on the line, and it's been so much fun to host over the last week, and I will be hosting the next 6 shows, so stay tuned and keep a lookout here.
And around this time of the season, we start to see some rotation changes. Doris, teams trying to balance player health while also staying competitive.
I think this is why the roster changes, having more players available via the G League, the bigger numbers, helps a team. You have a chance for more players to have a breakout season, to prove they deserve a bigger role as the season heats up. I love it, Brian.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. The core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Clay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Wiseman.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Out to Thompson, over Irving, and that one hits the back iron. Pass to the kid. Ooh, rejected
what the
by
fuck?
Wiseman.
Man. Alright.
Simmons against Wiggins. Curry with it. 3-pointer. The rebound by Ben Simmons. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball. Guys, when you consider the firepower that the Nets have, obviously built to contend, but the defensive end has got to improve. We know championships are built and begin with the defensive side of the floor.
To the paint. And it's Green missing.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Durant. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
I think we all understand how dangerous Kyrie Irving is in the mid-range game. Delivers one there.
Wiggins finds Wiseman. Down low. Here's Green. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Endorsed for the Nets defense. Getting back a healthy Ben Simmons will be a big help.
Well, consider, B.A., that Ben was a two-time first-team all-defense already in his career. Joe Harris is competitively tough and brings size on the wing. And with some defensive depth coming in, getting stops has got to be the focus.
And both free throws good for Green.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high-percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Wiggins. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Durant. To the inside. The kid, he's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
We can get lost in the impact Kevin Durant makes as a scorer, but this guy is so willing to share the basketball.
Here's Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer. Sees guys get open before they do.
O'Neal. Outside Durant. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, with Kevin Durant's size and his reach and his release point, if he's in the paint, you can bet he's going to score it.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
We've got Ben Simmons. Also Kyrie Irving out there. Kevin Durant is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's the kid in at the force line. So that's the Nets 5.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had 12 points and also played lockdown defense. His fingerprints were all over this game. He was a big reason they were able to snap that losing streak, using it as motivation, guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Curry, he's checked in for Kevin Durant.
14 seconds. Now, into the line for your next, Seth Curry.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
As great as he is as a scorer, what we know unequivocally about Stephen Curry is he wants to find his teammates.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, a chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in his team. I'm glad to see him remain in Brooklyn.
Now here's Wiggins. The kick out. Curry. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Well, you have to have innate sense of when to come off and get ready to catch and shoot. Stephen Curry's been doing it a long time.
Here's the kid. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Well, Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
3 on 3. Here's Curry. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
The ball's knocked loose. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Wiggins. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
When Wiggins plays that kind of defense, he can create all kinds of havoc. He's got the speed to get out and be a one-man fast break.
Here's the kid. Coming off a 12-point game. And grants so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans. But they resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts sure helps.
And the first one at the line is good.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Warren comes in for Curry. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Green. Iguodala's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Klay Thompson. Here's the kid. He's got 12. Pass to Warren. Here's Sumner. Yep, that one's good. Sumner's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
Poole outside. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Kuminga. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's Warren on the wing. Back to Sumner. 15 seconds left in the first half. Here's the kid. From outside, off the mark. That's tipped. To the middle. Here's Harris. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nets out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll return shortly.
34.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's stolen away. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. The core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Klay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the 4. Wiseman is out there with Andrew Wiggins. The Warriors trailing.
Yo, they on some bullshit.
Left side Curry. Wiggins with it. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Curry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, we've seen guys be effective with a pump fake, but Steph Curry elevates it to near art form.
And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award, going back-to-back.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Durant against Wiggins. Durant with the bucket.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
And that 2016 MVP year for Curry, Grant, one of the best regular seasons ever.
Oh, so true, B.A. Think about this. The Warriors winning an NBA record 73 games. Steph shattering the three-pointers made record, over 400 for the season. Also leading the league in steals. Steph in 15-16, something else, guys.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Draymond Green suffered through the losing years with the Dubs. He said, quote, I just couldn't get myself going. Coach Kerr pulled me aside and said, quote, you have to be the worst player in meaningless games I have ever seen. But I found a love again, and I'm just enjoying playing basketball. Brian?
Hey, it shows, Allie. Thank you.
Fourth personal foul. Team second.
All this shit right here.
The Warriors leading.
What?
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Ooh, Durant with a steal.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
Irving against Thompson. They double-team Thompson. Green, the pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Curry's got 17 points.
Stephen Curry is must-see TV right now. This guy offensively so brilliant.
That's a fact.
Here's Durant. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. Inside, here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Here's the kid. Green covering. The kid's shot is off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Curry. Durant pulls it in. Brooklyn trailing. To the middle. A nice shot by the kid. 14 points for him.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do.
Substitutions on the court.
We've got Nicholas Claxton, Kyrie Irving out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's the kid in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Irving, outside Simmons. Outside Durant, 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. There's the kid. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Green.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Team second.
The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. to take the lead, and rejected. And they get it back.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Simmons. Back to Irving. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive. And Wiseman the bucket on the assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Wiggins. Down low to take the lead. And there's a layup by Wiseman. Nice. Wiseman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Durant. And the shot's good. And the Nets lead by 1.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 1:57 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was calm but confident. He asked them to be quicker getting to their offense and intense on D. He said, we're right there. We have to get some quick hitters and then pressure the ball. He knows they're low on time, but he sees a way back.
Allie, thank you. Here's the kid. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
And it's hammered home by Green.
The Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
Pass to the kid. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Can't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. Wiggins outside, and here's Curry. Simmons defending. The fader. Here's Green, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Of this we know. Draymond Green does not lack for confidence. Big time shot there.
Here's the kid. Green covering. The kid. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Simmons. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Wow,
Ben Simmons, the kind of bucket that you can build some confidence on.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
For the Warriors, Klay Thompson.
And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
I think there's so many things about Stephen Curry that captivate the imagination of fans. You look at his frame, he's every man, but there's also joy and infectious happiness about playing the game. This guy truly extraordinary.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And stolen by Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Ben Simmons in the clutch. Man, that has to feel good.
And what a drive that was. Replay courtesy of Mobile One.
Let me ask you this. Who can deliver with the game on the line? Hard-nosed drives like this can move the needle. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
The greatest shooter ever. Yes, I said it. Steph Curry. A great option at the line here.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They trail by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Irving. Tipped. It's stolen by Green. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Penalty. At the line for the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins.
He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage. Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line. Add to your lead.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They trail by 7. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
No, it's an opportunity for...
And so it's Golden State winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew.